How are you all? Ooh, let me just get this right. How are you all? Don't be ridiculous, it's beer. I just wasn't allowed to bring the bottle on, apparently. That's why I was a little bit late on stage. I was literally going... Anyway, how are we all? Kevin, you've done your panel. Was Kevin funny? Yeah! He's very funny. Douche. There's an old show in the UK called EastEnders. Has anyone heard of it? So, you love you too, mate. God, is he drunk? The theme music for EastEnders goes douche. And it's quite satisfying just to swap that with the word douche. Douche, 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 douche. Love that man. Anyway, you all look lovely. God, there's lots of you, isn't there? Goodness me. So we've got questions on this side, and we've got questions on this side. Oh, hello. So we're going to start on this side, then I'm going to come to you, okay? Let's start this side.
Hi, I'm Felicia. I actually spoke to you yesterday, but I have another question.
Okay, Felicia.
Okay. Sorry. So when Netflix kind of took it over, I just don't know why we're not talking about this, it became a little more risque. I'll say it that way, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Why is nobody talking about You're Perfect? I'll say in your terms, bum. Lucifer spin-off movie, whatever, will we see more of Netflix's version of Lucifer? I'll say it that
way. I mean, it might be called Lucifer: The Revenge of His Bum. I'm glad that you noticed that about Netflix. Yeah, we were given a bit more leeway, and so they decided to basically take all my clothes off as much as possible, which was fun. But Lucifer is free and easy with his nudity. So
I didn't mind. My husband did.
I beg your pardon.
I didn't mind, but my husband did. That's why I kicked him out of this thing and took my sister. It was a whole thing for 2 years.
Did I create a divide in your marriage?
Especially after this conversation, yes.
Will you apologise to your husband? I didn't mean for my backside to create such a thing. Anyway, yes, Netflix let us take our clothes off. What Netflix didn't tell me was that what they would do was use all the nude shots for the kind of post, you know, when you go on Netflix and it says what's on. And they just used all the stuff with me no clothes on. And I thought, interesting. If I was an actress, would we be having the same conversation? Just putting it out there. Anyway, not that I mind. Well, I do a bit, but it's fine. I don't mind. It's my clothes, I take them off. Yes, young man.
You probably remember me. This time I don't have 3 questions,
Okay.
but I have 1 question, and it's a great question. What is it?
Well, I'll be the judge of that.
Let's see. What is it you truly desire?
That's a good question. That's a really good question. What do I truly desire? I desire just a bit of a better world right now. That's what I desire. I feel like we need a leader in this world. Someone who's going to lead properly. And not because they just want to be leader. They need to get hold of the scruff of the neck of all the problems and do something about it and inject some humanity into the equation. That would be lovely. Yeah. Thank you, sir. That was a great question. Oh, 7 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Hello.
Hi, I'm Kristen. I am extremely political. I appreciate everything you do on Instagram. All of your interviews that you've done are incredible. My question is, I have two. What was it like moving from socialized medicine in the UK, coming here to our capitalist for-profit system that, in my opinion, is horrible because there are so many people who can't get medical treatment. How do you feel about that?
Wow. Well, serious. Let's be serious for a second. I think COVID is probably a really great example because it affected absolutely everybody. And during COVID, I was in the States and I was talking to people back home, and it really brought to the forefront how incredible it is to have a national health service. Okay? The notion that someone may fall sick or be in poor health or be involved in an accident or something completely out of our control is not entitled to go and see a doctor about it without proving that they can pay for that first, I think is disgraceful.
Yes.
And I think that having a welfare state isn't a bad word. I think it's a good word because not everyone is as fortunate as each other. And I think it's up to us to look after our people, not alienate them.
Thank you so much because that is totally aligned with my political views and my humanitarian views. My other question is, what do you think the significance of Lucifer being the only one with pure white wings was? Was it that he couldn't lie? Or was it just that he was kind of innocent in the fact that he couldn't lie? What do you think the significance was?
I think the fact that Lucifer couldn't lie was both refreshing and disturbing for him and for other people. You might think, oh well, if you watch the movie Liar Liar, the ability to not lie is sometimes quite difficult, because sometimes we tell lies to preserve other people's feelings, out of sensitivity. And it's not a malicious lie, it's what we used to call like a white lie or something like that, because it was done not to be malicious or anything like that, but just to sort of help the situation. Lying isn't great, and I think that highlighting that through a character is pretty cool. But it was a superpower, but also like something that he found quite debilitating as well. Because when you start mixing with humans and you're only telling the truth, that can be quite toxic as well. But that's because they're humans. Anyway, does that answer your question?
The white wings. Lucifer was the only one with white wings.
Yeah.
Why do you think his were white? Pure white. And everybody else's were kind of darker.
Well, I think that I think we were toying with the notion that there was an element of purity about Lucifer before what happened to him happened. So I think that we were playing with that, and the fact that he was the light bringer. But I think it reminds our audience, it reminds Lucifer of the person that he once was, or the angel that he once was. And even though his wings are white, he probably didn't see them that way because he felt so bad about himself. There you go. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. Thank you. This side.
Hi, Tom.
Hello.
Jordana from South Carolina. I have a question.
Where are you from in South Carolina?
South Carolina, Clemson?
Is it near Greenville?
Yeah. It's right
Oh, that's where my sister lives.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Little factory there.
Well, I have a question. In my profession, it's safety for everyone, so I'm like protecting people from corporate and environment and all that. So self-care is usually a hard thing to fit in. And so during the show, you and your fellow cast members showed the value of self-care by making time for exercise in the midst of your busy work schedule. So this inspired me to actually make a change in my own life, and I can't thank you enough for kind of showing that to everyone. And I was wondering if you had a person or an event in your life that affected you in a positive way.
Sorry,
did you have someone in your life or an event that changed you in a positive way?
Ooh, yeah, lots of people. But on the self-help front, I have to talk about my dear friend Paolo. Yeah. I'm fortunate enough to, have someone help me look after myself. And part of that's because I know what I'm like, and I need someone else to help motivate me. But he does, and he makes me accountable, and that's really cool. And and through that process of working with Paolo, not only have we become incredibly great friends, but he's almost like a confidant as well. I spend so much time with him that he's a really positive person in my life, and I have probably the most challenging conversations I have with Paolo at the moment. Well, not just at the moment, just, he's that person in my life who will challenge me and not feel like that's a bad thing. So, yeah, I think that. But I think it's really important. Looking after oneself is really, really important. And when everyone's busy and, life takes over, it's really, really difficult to put yourself first. But if you can find those moments, and if you can find people around you to help inspire those moments, like, I just like playing pickleball. Have you heard of pickleball? Brilliant. What a great game. But like, now there's a few of us who'll meet up once a week and we'll do it. And we sort of check in with each other during that time. And I think, exercise and motivating yourself to do things like that, it brings conversations up that maybe you wouldn't have. Like, I have amazing conversations on the golf course, for example. But I probably wouldn't have them if I hadn't set that time aside. So it's all, the more you put into it, the more you get out of it. But look after yourself first.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's a bit serious today, isn't it? Hello.
Hi, I'm Sarah from Maryland. My question, first I want to say you're a great hugger because your picture yesterday, you raised me a really
I
great
do love a hug. I do love a hug.
My question is, if you were to go to a convention, which one would it be and why? And it can't be Lucifer.
Any convention at all, even if they don't like. I'd go to a Succession convention. Yeah. For sure.
Like a fan.
Like the TV show Succession.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was.
Oh my God, it's like, in my opinion, the best thing on TV. But I'd love to go to that and meet all those people because I just think they're absolutely brilliant. And then I guess second on my list would be I'd go to a supernatural convention. Just so I can see my mates.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you. Hello, on this side.
Hello, Tom. My name is Jordan.